Thank you for having me. Thank you, everyone.
You are going to be our lead person this evening. Let us hear the story.
Thank you very much, Mazi, for having me on your platform. This all started a couple of months back when the online registration came about, when it was open. Now, when I heard about it, that was, I think, the 8th. I can't remember the date precisely, but seeing as I couldn't physically appear in an INEC office because where I live in where I live is very far. So I decided to, go online and register and, by next year be able to vote because, this coming election has already motivated a lot of youths, and I'm one of them who has been motivated to vote. So I filled in all the necessary details except one. The last one, which was required of me, was to take a live caption of myself, which is a picture of me smiling, multiple pictures of me. But I couldn't do that at the time. I can't remember what was the reason. So I decided to save my details or my progress on the site so that when next I am chanced, I would come back, to it and then finish my registration, and then a few months later get my voter's card. But by the time I would get back to the site, it had already been closed by INEC. They had already blocked the voters registration, and I was concerned because my details were still in there, but there was nothing I could do. So I went to Twitter to, they because at that time when they closed it initially, there was a trend on Twitter that was asking and begging INEC to increase the deadline for about another month. So INEC released a statement and said they would do that, and that the voters registration was extended by another month. And when I heard that, I was happy because I could finish my registration. And then I went back to their site, but it was still locked. I checked for multiple days; it was still locked. And then I just decided, okay, let me just forget about it. So my mind was already with the notion that I won't be able to vote this coming election because I couldn't complete my registration on the site, and my site is too far for me to appear physically. So I decided, okay, even if I can't vote, I'll, push a lot of people and, help them make the right decision this coming election. So my mind had already gone off it. I'd already completely forgotten about it until Thursday around 10 p.m. I was scrolling through Twitter and then I saw a tweet about how INEC was using fake names for their BVS machine. So I don't know why I opened it, but I just opened the tweet, and then in the first picture the person attached to the tweet, my name was right there, which is what is on the screen right now. My name was right there. My full name, additional Pulmoney Jesu, with my year of birth, which is 2002, and my gender. But with it was attached to a man's picture.
Hey,
So I was
Jesus.
sorry, you were saying something.
No, 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 go ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
I was completely shocked. I didn't even know what to say. I didn't know what to do because the thing that shocked me the most was the fact that I never completed my registration. There was no point in time where I was given a slip or told to appear here or wherever. I just saved my progress on the site, and a few months later, here is my name glaring at me in bold. So I was very, very confused. In the tweet that the original to where I found it, you could tell I tweeted about it and I said this is my name, like this is my full name. I never finished my registration. I was very shocked. I was now wondering what I could do about it. At first, I thought to let it slide. Maybe it was just an error. But I checked the all the pictures that the person posted in the for the list of registered voters in Imo State, which was where my name appeared, while I applied for a polling unit in Ibadan, one that is closer to my house. But my name was there appearing in Imo State.
Yeah.
So I was wondering what I could do. At first, I thought, okay, there's nothing I can do. This is INEC. But then I started thinking about the dangers that this can pull me into. I could be arrested for fraud. It can block me from any international documentation I need to do or anything I need to do internationally or even locally. So I just decided, okay, I need to tweet about this. Twitter is my only option because I don't really know anybody like that that can help personally. So I tried to tweet about it, and when I did, I know I didn't have a lot of followers, so it wouldn't get attention. So I went on WhatsApp, put out a link, and told my friends, everybody on my contact list, that they should help me retweet this. They didn't need to tweet or like. They just needed to retweet it so that I could get as much attention as possible, so that this can be solved, and so that I won't put myself in unnecessary trouble. And then I started DMing and messaging media personalities, people like Reno, David Hundeyin. I DM'd area father too. It was only Reno that got back to me, but I just kept pasting and copying and pasting the messages on their tweets and even in their DM, just so somebody can respond and help me blow it out, so that INEC can finally explain what was going on. Reno asked for something to confirm that this was in fact my name, this was my identification, and I sent her a means of identification to certify that this was in fact my name, and everything on that that the details my INEC took were in fact my own. And then she confirmed it, and then she tweeted about it, which was what made it blow up. And I think that's why I'm here on this space today.
So
So that was
thank you very much for that narrative. Now, on the screen also to be seen is your birth certificate. We've blurred out
yeah,
the vital information here. You're happy that this also will be used here. So
thank you.
everyone watching can see this is her real name. This is her date of birth, matching what INEC has ascribed to the face of a man. And the tragedy here also is not only that INEC because she, according to you here, you started the process. You didn't finish
Yes,
the
sir.
process.
Yes.
And I was following the space that was on yesterday by what's his name again? You were on
Aki.
that space.
Yes, I was.
Okay. So while that space was ongoing, there is something that came out of that space. Everybody that was in these abracadabra done by INEC in Imo State, and probably elsewhere too, are those people who started online registration but never completed it. So that's how
Yes,
they
I.
were able to get these data. Now, but the thing there is, how come people started this registration without completing it? INEC will now go here, and I've seen pictures of, what's it called? People for being on posters, burial posters. They've snapped pictures from burial posters, and they've snapped pictures from brochures. Now, while you were doing it, at that time, was it that could you have finished the process by doing self capture, or was it that you must go to the INEC office to complete that process? Why did you then
um
start?
thank you. The I think the online registration was for people who couldn't appear in the office, in the physical office. So once you are done with the online registration, fully done, you've added all your details, they would, I think, process your PVC, and then they will tell you to collect it in either your nearest the nearest local government or the nearest INEC.
Without visiting their office
Yes,
for
yes,
physical
yes.
capture.
Yes, so. By the time you go to their office, I think you only need your biometric, and then you would collect your PVC.
Okay.